talk hockey, mom life chaos, and occasionally roast the Rangers.
We're your host, Alyssa Manchester, and look at how we're talking to you.
You're up.
See, I don't even know. Okay. All right. Okay. See what happened?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. We're excited because joining us is an actual Staten Island legend. So we actually have people that play hockey on Staten Island. It's not just a Canada thing or like, a Hughes brother New Jersey thing, even though they're not really from New Jersey. Right? Okay. The founder of Prestige Merchandise. Welcome to the podcast, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing this. He was a professional hockey player on.
Yep, I had that for you. And this is why we can't go live, guys. So Joe was born and raised on Staten Island. He went to UMass Lowell. He was a star hockey player there. Played for the Edmonton Oilers, and most recently played for the Utica Comets.
Oh, first, what is this? A question or
Yeah,
comment?
we're going right into it.
Oh, first time ski. Oh,
No, that's not what I'm supposed to do.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. In case anybody's wondering again why we can't go live. All right, Joe. For those that don't know you, please let us know who you are.
I think you guys did a good job introducing me. I'm Joe Gambardella. I'm born and raised on Staten Island. Went to Monsignor Farrell High School, graduated from there, and then moved on off to Des Moines, Iowa, where I played 2 years of junior hockey. And then went to UMass Lowell, played 4 years of school there, and then got the opportunity and privilege to live out my dream playing professional hockey for 10 years.
Love that for you. Okay, so your first time skating, was it at Cold Lakes or at the Pavilion?
At the Pavilion when I was 3 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
little.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who inspired you to play?
My older brother, honestly. So we all three of us, my two brothers and myself, we all played hockey for 18 years. And my dad played football. We tried my older brother in everything except hockey, and my dad couldn't take the heat anymore and said we got to try and go somewhere cold. And I threw my brother on skates, and he loved it. And he taught me. We taught my younger brother, and that's how the legend went. Just three of us skating for 18 years together.
Were they jealous that you made it?
No, I don't think so, because at the end of the day, both my brothers were really good hockey players, and I think even my younger brother was probably the better of all three of us. And he had the gift, and he just didn't want it.
Really?
He chose to be an NYPD cop.
Wow.
And yeah,
I bet he's regretting that choice.
so he went a different path. My older brother went a different path, and I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity that I did, and lucky enough to run with it.
What was your welcome to the NHL moment?
Honestly, it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but I found out I was getting called up December 30th, and day before New Year's Eve, we were getting on the bus in Bakersfield to go play San Diego. And my coach told me to get off the bus, and I thought I was being scratched because we lost in overtime. I thought I did something wrong, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not making the trip." I'm like, "No boy." And my wife had just dropped me off at the rink, and we only had one car out there. And he goes, "Yeah, you're flying out to Edmonton. You're leaving in 10 minutes."
Oh my God!
So I had to call my wife, and she came back, and she sped down the ramp, and she got out of the car hysterical crying.
Like not even a minute to think about it.
Oh, we had 10 minutes, so she had to pick me up. She was hysterical crying, got out, and we hugged each other right there. And to me, I had goosebumps. Drove home. I had 5 minutes to pack, and then it was off to the airport, and it was a 17-hour travel day from the time I found out to when I got to the hotel and everything. And then I had to book my wife's flight out, and she flew out on New Year's Eve, and I didn't even know I was going to play at this point.
And you go right into playing.
I found out that I was there for a potential injury call-up. One of my friends, Kylie Yamamoto, was dealing with a hand problem, and they said, "Yeah, you're going to be a game time decision." So morning skate, I just got to Edmonton at 3:30 in the morning, and I had to get up at 7 to go to the rink. I didn't sleep a wink at all.
No.
And it's New Year's Eve now, and I go to the rink. I happen to see Yamamoto, and I'm like, "Dude, I know your hand's kind of in one. When we go out and skate, could you let me know if you're going to be good to go? I can't sit all day not knowing."
Right.
And my wife was coming no matter what.
Yeah.
So New Year's Eve, she spent the entire day traveling, and we stepped out for morning skate. He took one shot and goes, "Yeah, Games, I can't. You're going tonight." And I was like, "Oh my God."
What a way to bring him a new year.
Yeah, no, it was. It was really special, and I was fortunate that she got to come out and she got to witness the entire thing, and we got to spend New Year's together out there.
That's
So,
awesome.
That is
yeah.
awesome.
It was It was a special moment, a special day. And then the other coincidence behind it was my brother, who was the cop, graduated from the academy, and my parents weren't able to make it out. His first shift was New Year's Eve, Times Square in the city.
Oh my god.
That's Alyssa's
That's a
favorite
book.
thing.
That's like a book.
That's amazing.
His captain called him into the trailer unit and let him watch some of the game on his first shift.
Oh, that
so
was
it
so
was cool. Yeah.
nice.
So it was special. Yeah.
That's so great.
What is a moment in your career that lives rent free in your head?
There's a lot. There's a lot of them. When I was a first one that sticks out, honestly, is a junior hockey player. I took a slap shot to the face, and on this side of my face is all metal. So 2 plates and 6 screws designated throughout the left side. That's something where it was like a wake up for me, because I thought my career was over. I took the shot, I got off the ice, and I went back in to the training room. They stitched me up, and I went back out with no visual in my left eye whatsoever, because I thought I was done. Honestly. I thought my career was over, so I wanted to try and go out with the bang. Afterwards, I got off the ice, and instead of going right to the hospital, it was my turn to sign autographs that night. I stood out for 2 hours. I actually have a pretty cool photo I could share with you, and I signed autographs for 2 hours for every kid. And then I went to the hospital and went under emergency surgery.
And that's why hockey players are different.
And these guys in the NHL, like, now don't even want to come outside and sign your autograph because they had a bad night. I got a puck to the face.
That's probably like the biggest one. And then fast forward 9 years into my pro career, I took another puck to the face, except this one happened to go in off of my face.
Oh, you scored a goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Done that one. So those are 2
that's
pretty big
fun.
moments.
Did you keep the puck?
Yeah, I did.
I
I have all my teeth, knock on wood. So that's a good sign. But it was, so those are 2 moments to me that live rent free.
Okay.
She screamed at you.
Yeah.
But that's like a
Did
big
you keep
deal.
the puck?
No, it most definitely is.
That's an awesome goal.
Yeah. Okay. What kept you going? I don't know if they can hear me, Trista. What kept you going during the tough parts? The injury, moving, all that. Like, yeah.
So my wife and I, we have this conversation all the time. She was a big part of it. Kept me going, kept me inspired. And when my parents, another big part of the family, but my wife's been a big inspiration, because when I met my wife, she's younger than me on paper, but older in a sense. What do I mean? When you play junior hockey, you take 2 years off of school. You graduate high school and then you wait to go to college. When I met her, had already graduated college and was a teacher at the time. So when I got signed by Edmonton, we had to move, and she had to leave her. She had a career, and she picked up, dropped everything, and moved with me. And so right then and there, I knew that she was a real one and that she was legit. And ever since then, it was like, hey, I got to do whatever it takes to provide for her, and I got to just keep going. And for me, before even the NHL was realistic, because it honestly wasn't. College was always my dream, or college was the goal. NHL was the dream. And
I feel like NHL, it's hard.
It's most definitely very hard when you break it down. Some people don't really understand the number side to it.
Yeah.
Professional athletes, at the end of the day, I think it's like the 1% of the world, and making it to the NHL, you're the 0.01%. And there's a lot of like time and effort that goes into it, sacrifice. My parents gave up time, money, everything to give us a chance.
Hockey is an expensive sport.
Yes, very.
And that's what a lot of them talk about. That the parent,
it is the parent. It starts with them, and they sacrifice their time.
Yeah.
Them being so fortunate to give us everything, and for 3 of us too.
Yeah.
So all 3 of us were playing travel hockey. So it's 3 separate hotels and 3 separate restaurants and gas, and becomes a lot on top of tuition and everything. So it added up. We're fortunate that my dad worked. My mom, she kept it together for us. And then I guess it's crazy to say, when I moved out to Iowa, it kind of lightened things up a little bit.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. That was like really always the thing of just pushing and driving. And I wanted to show that, anybody can do anything they want as long as they put the hard work in and stick to it and heart. I'm not the most skilled guy, and I have no problem saying that. I never was. But to me, I always let my hat hang on the fact that I was going to go out there and be the hardest worker no matter what it took.
Right.
I love
And
that.
people said that it was going to get noticed, and I was fortunate enough that it did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Tell us about the youth hockey camps that you run.
So I have a skating school called Stride to Greatness. And it's funny enough how I started it. My wife helped me get everything off the ground. we came home one day after I had the opportunity of meeting Wayne Gretzky, my personal legend of mine growing up, and that was my childhood hero, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the opportunity and privilege of meeting him. And when I met him, one of the things that he left me with was, you have one job in this sport, is to leave it in a better place that you found it.
Mm-hmm.
Right from there, I went home. My wife started filing out paperwork and everything, and filed it and started doing summer camps right off the bat. I was always into doing clinics and everything like that, but I felt that was my calling to do something more.
Yeah.
And that's when I opened up Stride to Greatness. And throughout the summer, I do anywhere from 3 to 6 camps during the summer. I travel up and down the tri-state area, upstate New York, New Jersey, Long Island. I've done one in Staten Island, and it's an opportunity for me to give back and show kids that anything is possible with hard work and instruction and just willing to put the time in.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it gives me an opportunity to see the new and upcoming players and help guide them as well. It's something that I enjoy doing.
I love that.
Oh, perfect. Next
Oh,
question.
yeah. What advice do you have for kids that aspire to be in the NHL?
It's the biggest thing is that you never lose hope, and you can't have words in your vocabulary such as never, giving up, quitting. All that's got to get completely washed and wiped out. The biggest thing I can tell you is, one, be grateful if you are fortunate enough to play the sport. Be grateful for what your parents and family members are doing for you. Make sure you're always thanking them. They're spending extra time and money on ice time and equipment and giving up a lot of their free time to do what you're doing. So that's one. And then the second is, what are you going to do to separate yourself from the person next to you? Everybody in today's game and age has skill. Everybody can play. Everybody can do different things with the puck. What are you going to do to separate yourself from the next person? Is it going to be, you're going to be a good teammate? Is it going to be your work ethic? Is it going to be you on a penalty kill? There's so many different things that you could do to do that. And that's my biggest thing, is find out what your role is and the player you are, and stick to it on a daily basis. Don't try to be something that you're not.
That's great advice. My child should listen to that.
I'm gonna listen to that.
So my daughter plays, and she's a goalie. It's not fun for me. But you're a girl dad. Will you let her play?
Absolutely. And my thing is, I want her to be able to do whatever she wants in this world. And we talked about what kept me pushing and striving. And I took a serious injury almost 2 years ago. I tore my ACL and my meniscus, and I thought I wasn't going to play again. And we turned a 12-month injury into a 7-month recovery. And my wife was pregnant at the time when I found out I tore it. So imagine her being pregnant, and I can't do anything. I'm bedside for a couple weeks, but she stuck with it. And watching her go through the pregnancy and doing everything that she did was my push and drive to get up and go to rehab every day and do what I needed to in physical therapy.
Yeah.
And then when my daughter was born, that's icing on the cake. Right? Like no matter what could have happened at the rink that day, like I said, it pucks to the face. Like I would have came home and still smiled. She might not have smiled back at me. I will definitely let her play if that's something that she'd love to do. At the end of the day, I want her to try everything that she wants.
Yeah. We want to meet your wife. We really want her to be on.
No, she's I'm fortunate. Like I said, she's like the true backbone at the end of the day. To do what we've done together we've been together 10 years, and she stuck with me from day one.
That's nice.
We've moved. We were doing the math on it the other day, between apartments, houses, and hotels and everything. Throughout my 10-year career, we've moved a total of 20 times, and it's a lot.
Our husbands complain when we ask them to move a box. Imagine. They don't talk about us like that.
No, I'm nobody's hero.
I'm the thorn in the side.
No, but on that topic, I follow this NHL girl wife. I forgot who her husband is. But she was actually someone asked her, all these TikTokers ask questions, and they asked her, how hard was it being, or why do NHL players get married so young? Right. And then it's like a thing. And she said, it's like a thing that they do, like, cause you're young in the industry, in the business. Yeah. And when you like stick with someone that and like trust or whatever, that kind of,
it does.
It builds, makes sense.
At the end of the day, like, what builds a relationship is a foundation.
Yeah.
And someone who's willing to move away with
and
you.
Consistency.
Exactly.
When there's not consistency.
There's plenty of people that do it for other reasons, I'm sure, in the world. But the real ones, and they stick out to you, and you get a gut feeling to it. Majority of my friends, same exact thing.
Yeah.
The people that they've taken away with them, that they've lived away with them, and You get people that nowadays they get engaged before they even know what it's like living together.
Yeah,
Like whatever.
I don't agree with that.
Like, and so we lived together for 3 years before.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's helpful?
It is.
together?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And we got to learn each other's habits and tendencies, stuff like that.
What you love and
Because
hate
you
about
can't.
that.
And
How could you?
how could you know? And then
You don't know, right? And being on vacation with someone is
you
different.
just move in with somebody and you're like, oh God, I hate them.
Yeah. Well, lucky enough for us when we first, my mother-in-law was super. I'm super thankful for my in-laws as a whole. I know not a lot of people say that. I feel I have really, I got the rarity in all honesty, and we were able to live underneath her for, I don't know, two years. That I'd come home in the summer. We didn't have like a place to go. My parents would let us stay there. My in-laws were fortunate enough to have a whole apartment to us to stay, and we got to live there. And every summer, while I got to train and everything, and that to me brought us closer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it helped unbelievably. And so hockey players definitely do take the plunge, so to say, earlier than others. But I also think hockey players, and call me biased or whatever, but we mature fast in other sports because we leave home at such an early age, where we have to be dependent on ourselves. Like I left home just shy of 16.
Yeah.
And
or these guys that not that it's a sad thing, but like they live with these NHL players, right?
Yeah.
Like that come up and
like Schaefer,
anybody,
he's living with right now. Like, they just posted an Instagram that they did a stocking for him in his home. And at the end of the day, like that's all we
they
have.
said how she
Alyssa
separated.
Yeah,
I
Alyssa
want to
wants
host
to
on that.
Anybody out there,
host
So, and it is a pretty cool experience. I did it in Iowa. I lived with a mom, her mother, so the grandmother, and her son. She was a divorced mom, single mom, and at the time, this boy Dakota was 4 years old, and I'm still incredibly close to him. I talk to him all the time. We either go out to Iowa once in a while, or he'll come to New York and visit. We always try to do something, and now he's 21.
Oh wow!
So we've kept in close contact, and I've watched him grow from 4 all the way through. So it's a wonderful, unique experience, and I highly recommend anybody that has the opportunity to do it.
How do you even get into that?
So
Alyssa wants to do it.
There's plenty of teams in the Jersey area. If you're actually interested, then yep, 100%.
Rob doesn't want to do it.
I would.
Her husband's out there shaking his head.
No, I'm not like evil. Even Matt Martin's wife, she said, we set up the room, we put pictures of his parents and his girlfriend to make him feel at home. And they are so friendly with the kids. Like
well, look at Rempy lives.
Yeah, Rempy lives with.
Yeah.
Will Cooley lived with Trocheck, and it's like just so.
Austin Matthews and them lived with Patrick Marleau when he was in Toronto. Marleau had 4 kids, and Matthews and Marner, so it's 6 kids essentially. They were 18 years old when they took them.
No, that's a lot.
So
it is a lot. That is a
lot. And it helps. A player is going to play his best or her best when they're comfortable.
Yeah.
If they're not comfortable away from the rink, because yes, we're at the rink. So game days you're at the rink almost 12 hours a day, from the morning and nighttime. On a practice day, you could be there as little as 3 hours, 4 hours. So you spend a lot of time away from the rink, and you want to be comfortable going home to an atmosphere, an environment that you can be yourself in.
Right.
So that's why when other NHLers do that stuff, people take a liking to it. And it gets those players to play well. And Schaefer's having a great start to his career. And he's taking off, and that's what people do. Yeah, he's young. It makes people feel so much more comfortable and confident.
No, I love that.
And it helps.
I really would like to help somebody if they needed help.
There's definitely opportunity.
I wish you guys.
I'll have that conversation with Rob.
Shaking his head in the corner.
I just want to help.
She can't help herself. She wants to help somebody else. That's you.
Okay, let's talk about the Rangers. Like, what are your thoughts? What's going on? Are you a Ranger fan?
Yeah, so I grew up a diehard Ranger fan.
Okay.
I couldn't say that when the New Jersey Devils were writing my checks. But
did you like playing them?
I was not comfortable my first time I played the Rangers. I happened to line up against Reeves. And big boy. And no, he didn't. Shockingly enough, thankfully, unfortunately, he didn't want to. But so that was like my first experience playing them. We got to do it at home and at the Devils Arena. I had a lot of family and friends there, so that was exciting.
Nice.
But that's my childhood team, and I'm still a diehard Ranger fan. I get hard, and they're going through a little adversity right now, more than most would expect at this point in the season. But everybody's ready to throw in the towel and dumpster fire and do it, and that's good because it's at the end of the day.
I don't think it's a dumpster fire though.
So the thing that like upsetting a lot of people is that home record. And I understand that the world's most famous arena, and struggling to let that goal horn go off so many times because it is a unbelievable experience to go to that building and play in that kind of atmosphere and environment. So you would think that it's more of a reason.
Yeah.
They're just struggling to score at home. But I can tell you this: as the season goes on, your road wins start to pay way more dividends because in the playoffs you have to go on the road the same amount that you are home. And you get comfortable in playing like that, but at some point your record at home has to come in too.
Yeah.
You know, so but you look at for people that are all like we're talking about throwing in the towel and stuff.
No.
You look at the St. Louis Blues when they won the cup.
But
They were they were dead last place.
Yeah.
Right at, and usually by American Thanksgiving, so 10 days from now, you know, if your team's in a playoff spot, there's like an 85% chance that's who's going to be. That's what the playoff picture is.
Yeah.
St. Louis was on the outside at the bottom looking at them. They were having fights at practice.
Yeah.
Then look at them go on and win the cup.
Yeah,
that
my
year.
dad said the same thing.
So
He
it's
said, "Don't count them out yet."
you can't. There's until that last playoff spot is solidified and it's physically mathematically impossible. You can't count anybody out.
What do you think is wrong with them? Like, why are they not winning?
Well,
at home?
you go. It's new coaching, like to call it management, so to say. Like it's new coaching, guys getting comfortable. You trade away some big pieces. You know, you got some big shoes to fill. You got Kreider, who's a consistent 30-goal scorer. You got to have somebody that's willing to step up and take that role.
We don't have
You know, Cully, like he's a good player. I don't know if he's capable of taking that 30-goal scorer role on. I hope he is. I think he's a great player, and it's sometimes you put people in too big of shoes to succeed, and it puts the pressure on them.
Oh yeah, well we said that last time. So
like Zibanejad and Panarin, but you're paying these guys a nice penny to produce.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's what they should be doing. So even they're starting to feel it, though. You know, you look at Zibanejad, he doesn't. I don't want to say defeated because I was in that boat too. It's not a fun word to hear people saying about you, but he looks stressed and frustrated.
Yeah.
And you see it. Panarin going to different levels, shaving his head and trying new things out, new tendencies. And
It worked.
that's what it is. Sometimes it just takes a little change up. Guys who are using black tape will go to white tape or go no tape at all. Or
So
it's a
very
haircut.
superstitious.
I cannot.
Hockey players.
What was your big superstition?
Everything had to be left foot first. Everything had to be with skates, shin pads, gloves. Everything was left first.
And what happens if you got confused?
I can't. I throw it off and start all over again.
Oh, so it could happen.
Yeah.
You could get confused.
Yeah, no, you definitely.
Or if you're in a rush, I don't know.
It's
I feel
no,
like that's a lot.
you did. Well, you do it so many times. You played, from 3 years old. I probably picked up a tendency from what I could remember of starting to do that. Probably junior hockey.
Wow.
Is when I started to remember putting everything left first. Because then people start asking you about it. Now it becomes methodical in your head,
It's a thing, yeah.
which is kind of crazy to think about, but that's reality.
We do some superstitious things when we go to the game.
I know, but we don't do like the same. We don't do.
We have to walk up the steps in the parking garage. We can't take the elevator.
I don't think
That's a
I don't think
superstition.
that's a superstition.
Okay, we have to watch.
I
them
think we don't
practice.
want to wait for the elevator.
But when you
I
have
don't think so.
when you have to do something, it becomes more of a routine.
Yeah.
and superstition.
She doesn't want
I
to go.
guess. I'm not
No,
big
but
into
that's-
that.
Not everybody is.
We have popcorn and hot chocolate every
That's
single
just because
game.
I like it.
It could be, and then before you know it becomes a habit and superstition.
Imagine if we just went to the Delta Club every time they won, right? Every time we went to the garden, and we don't always do that. That would be very expensive.
That's not so much a superstition. That's more of a tradition.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do something that comes up once in a blue. It's
Yeah,
tradition.
but what if we went and then they win, and we went like 3 times in a row?
We went like 10 times last year and they didn't win once.
I'm just saying. If we went to the
I don't
Delta
think it's the
Club
Delta Club.
3 times in a row and they won 3 times,
Then we can't go in.
Well, then probably the 4th time you gotta do the same thing until they lose.
then
But
you're
superstition
okay.
you keep when you kind of win or lose.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm
your
a-
favorite player on Rangers?
Right now, honestly, I think Shesterkin. And I tell you why. He, at the end of the day, like everything could be going on up front on no offense being produced, but he still has to hold his own in the backside of the net to give them a chance at succeeding. If they're not going to score, if they're going to score 1 or 2 goals, even, you have to have a hell of a net minded to keep you in that kind of game. So that'd be my take. So I respect what he does.
I feel like Quick literally, I said this the other day, he did everything but hang from the rafters
Yes,
to
and he
stop
did.
40 pucks the other day.
Not easy.
No.
He gave them a chance. And
He
that's all
was
you
in
could
positions
expect
that
from a
I
goalie.
didn't even think a person could be in. Like, this man is literally crab walking around the net.
Goalie's job is to give their team an opportunity at success every night.
I would
and
have
some
beat
nights
my
it doesn't
team
show up.
later after the game.
That's the
Melissa
good-
thought they played good.
That's the good thing about being a team, though. one area struggles, you got to be willing to pick each other up and move on to the next. And that's what makes it
Yeah,
good.
there's no
well-rounded
Lions
team.
team.
Very
No.
true.
She came over. She was like, "Oh no, real? I think they played a great game last night." I said, 19 shots on goal versus 42. Don't they play good?
Sometimes statistics don't do it justice.
I don't care. I don't know if this.
They play good.
Maybe
defense.
I sound silly. I don't care about shots on goal because you're not getting the freaking goal in the
They
net.
let
You're not getting the puck in the net.
42 shots go to the net.
I hear you.
It's not
But
good.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
They led.
So you're
42
just you love looking
shots.
at the final score column.
Yeah.
Who has more goals than the other?
Yes.
Usually when your team scores more, you have a good chance of winning.
Yeah. We didn't score.
A good friend of mine told me that.
One goal.
I just don't. I don't know. To me, I don't know. The shots on goal doesn't really.
42. They had 42. Whatever you say.
Sometimes the statistics don't paint a pretty picture, so to say, but usually that gives you an idea of where momentum's leading.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's dive into prestige merchandise. How did it come about? Tell us everything.
So my partner, Matthew Wilsey, is the really genius and brains behind it. He was fortunate enough to retire from his business that he owned for 30 plus years. His dad had started, he'd sold it, and he ordered a couple machines and got into like woodwork and laser engraving and acrylic, stuff like that. And I have two of his boys in my advisory company that I own called the Players Group. And fortunate enough to work with both Leo and Aiden, wonderful kid, great family. And Matt made me a sign for Stride to Greatness one day. Out of the blue, just as a gift, get it to me. That's the kind of guy that he is. And I fell in love with it. I was like, Matt, this is amazing. He's like, oh, stop. Like, just hang it up somewhere and do what you want with it. I don't care. He's like, just get out of my basement. Like, okay. And then the summer came around and I had my hockey school and I thought about raffling off a couple of the boards. And I thought, who better to do than a Ranger and Devil? I'm in Jersey, two great teams. And so we do it. And at the raffle, it took a lot of attraction. I said, Matt, just so you know, when I bring these down, people are going to say something. And he's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I brought them down, sure as shit, order started getting placed. And from there, he's like, the only way I'm moving forward, we work together and we built such a really good relationship and partnership. And one thing kind of led to another. The best thing about it is it's happening like organically.
Right.
We're not trying to do something like outrageous. And that's the biggest thing is each and every piece of product we touch, it's done with our hands. So it's not something that we can mass produce 500 of something because you plug it into a machine does it, epoxy does it with a robot, like everything is all hands on. So it started out as nothing and we slowly just started growing. I made a couple posts on my personal. Every time I throw something up, we're fortunate people would ask me about it and place a couple orders. And then before you knew it, Don Bosco wanted to do a fundraiser with us. And then Monsignor Fowler had reached out and we're fortunate to work with them now. And it just started to kind of take that path. And, Rob has been absolutely outstanding.
Husband is his number one fan.
I think, he's sitting over here. You can shake his head one way or another, but I think he's a big believer in seeing that when you see the stuff online, the pictures don't do it justice.
No.
It's more of seeing it in person, live, to really appreciate what goes into it. Because at the end of the day, some boards could take as little as 1 hour to carve, but we have a board that we did that took 20 hours just to carve out.
Wow.
That's not epoxying included.
What was it?
I actually have a picture of it. Let me say it. It's one of our really prestige boards.
Oh my
Wow.
God, that's sick.
A lot of detail.
That's gorgeous.
A lot of detail.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
We'll try to.
So Matt, Matt had done that, and the machine carved it out for 20 hours, and then the epoxying part of it, it's a timely manner.
Yeah.
It's not just all right, pour it and done like paint.
No.
This creeps into little spaces that we needed to get into, and there's just a whole lot that goes into it behind the scenes that you don't understand until you actually see a board.
And epoxy is not forgiving, right? It's like
no. If you mess up or spill into an area, the board's garbage. And Matt's constantly, telling me about the waste and going to the dumpster and all this kind of stuff. And from when he started it to where we are now, he's done a hell of a job. But really, I call him the epoxy magician.
Yeah,
because the work that he does is absolutely incredible.
Sorry.
So they made us this gorgeous. She's gonna go up behind us.
Beautiful.
Once we get someone to hang it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Gorgeous.
And that board's probably roughly with epoxying and everything included. That's probably a 6-7 hour project.
Yeah, I was gonna say how long did it? Like that's on my
Stuff
card.
and
I was gonna say
Yeah.
how long
Ooh,
does it
Look
take?
at us. We're a mess here. He made us business cards. They're metal. Love them. White and black. And then these posters. We're gonna post everything too, because you can't really see it on here. But I love
We
them.
had
I love them.
we went to a fundraiser the other day, and our friend said, "Do we have business cards?" And we said no. So
So now we do.
We help fulfill that.
now we have a lot of business. And
He's like,
also
give me a business card. We're like,
he made
oh yeah,
tumblers.
they're tumblers. With our "I love that for you." That's his favorite slogan. Yep.
Love.
All the merch.
Part of the stuff that we really enjoy doing.
We joke that you're sick of seeing our faces.
Oh, yeah.
Every time Rob shows us something, I'm like, this poor guy is probably
Rob's
so
got great
annoyed.
ideas that
Our
he shares
faces
along with
on
us.
Our faces are probably everywhere.
Our faces are everywhere.
It's
So funny.
it's great because we get to show different products that we're capable of doing, and like I said, it's not in the mass production side because we believe in the uniqueness behind everything. And we always say every board tells a story,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's way different than just going into a machine having it produce 500 of the same thing.
Right.
Every board tells a story, whether it's a kid winning a championship, there's reasoning behind it, and that leads to wood. No two pieces of wood are carved out the same way.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like our,
Yeah.
our model behind
I
it.
love
And we enjoy doing it, between the business cards, the slate coasters, ornaments. Like,
Love it.
we enjoy
All
it.
of it.
Yeah,
It's
and you're not afraid to just try something new.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. And that's the part of it we were talking before we went on air here about turning your visuals into realizations.
Yeah.
So people sometimes like come to us saying, "Oh, I don't have an idea," or like,
Right.
"What can you help me with?" Me and Matt will sit down and we'll brainstorm together and we'll go through different things. And
So kind
come
of
up
like
with-
us.
Basically,
We want a book
We want a book. Because
Yeah.
we needed something else to go.
with our ranger piece, but we don't have a clue.
We could put a book style.
Yeah,
up.
we
Matt and I will visit the drawing board, but he's really like an incredible,
Love it.
huge piece to us.
Yeah, that's amazing. And he made us a beautiful sign. We
posted
posted
it,
it.
yeah.
We did post it. It's right there. We're looking.
She's above our.
We appreciate you guys hanging out.
We're everywhere. So amazing. And we love giving them business. You're a great guy, and I think that's why my husband is very
I had the privilege of meeting him years ago when I was still playing.
Yeah.
And we played around the golf together in the indoor simulator on Staten Island.
Oh
He was like, "Oh, you're just gonna forget about me." And, no, I kept
And you
Rob-
did.
no,
No
I-
one
we
can
kept-
forget about it.
We kept in touch with Rob. I kept in touch with Rob
Rob
for years.
is the best.
And he
Yeah.
always said when I'm like said and done, we'll get together, and
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough to call him a friend. And
Good.
I'm happy you guys like the work. We do.
It's funny, we always joke he's everybody's biggest cheerleader, but he really is.
He
He's
really is.
everybody. Like if he likes what you do, he will be your
Yeah,
number
he's
one
your
fan.
number-
Yeah.
And he is. He's been a big supporter
He's
of
the
it.
best.
Sometimes he'll just text me saying, "All right, what do you guys got going on? What do you guys got going on in the shop today?"
Now
And
he
I'll send it over
wants
to
to
him.
he's gonna move in with you.
Everybody, we're gonna host you. We're gonna
He's gonna build another room and you're gonna chat.
They start to like, "Oh, we're gonna get you a warehouse out here."
Oh yeah, that's he's gonna be a partner. He's gonna be a silent partner. That's not gonna even want money. He's just gonna want to help you. No,
He's
he's a very good guy.
He's been great. He'll text me like late hours of the night for something, and we'll respond quickly because Matt and I we're up all hours of the night, or we're up crazy hours in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll text each other like 4:30, like about what's going on.
Yeah.
And Rob will text me at like 6, and I'll answer him in 30 seconds. Like, "Dude, don't you guys ever sleep?" I'm like, "Yeah, we sleep on hour 30 of the day."
Oh my god, no.
But it's a good partnership, Matt and I.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. Okay. So you've been creating so many amazing pieces. What's your most meaningful that you've ever created?
That's a good question. So we had the USA Hockey Youth Organization, much bigger scale. The USA Olympic committee reached out to us. Their offices are in Michigan,
Mhm.
and they reached out to us about creating a board for them.
Mhm.
And they gave us different ideas. So we created a USA Hockey board for a fan a couple months ago, and they liked it. But then they said if we could replicate a jersey, which is something at this point we haven't done yet.
Mhm.
And Matt was very confident. He goes, "No, I think we could come up with something." So we came up with an idea, and we decided to put it inside of a shadow box to make it look like the jersey was in a frame.
Oh,
And I have to say, it is, like I show you guys, it's to this day my favorite piece. I know Matt has some as well, but
Oh my god, I
that's
love that. Yeah, I think you showed us
yeah.
that.
so
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
maybe
that.
that's
Yeah,
probably
sick.
our favorite
That's
piece
awesome.
to it. And I had the opportunity to play for USA Hockey at one point in my career, so to me it hits home.
Yeah.
Where we were, and when we sent it out to them, and they're hanging it in headquarters in Michigan.
That's awesome.
So it's a cool story.
Oh,
I love it.
cool.
So what do you guys like hope to accomplish?
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's we're letting it form organically. We want to be able to fulfill people's needs and wants. That's our biggest thing is customer satisfaction, especially in today's world. Everything is so expensive. No matter what you're getting, any kind of merchandise, apparel, whatever it is, and you don't know what you're ordering.
Right.
You put something in online, you order it, and you hope to God that it comes out the way you want. Otherwise, it's back to the store, shipping, returns, nonsense.
Yeah.
With the process that we've kind of come up with, where we plug everything into our proof and we share with the customers what they're getting before it even hits their hands, and they sign off on it, and then we're able to deliver the same product that we said to you we were going to deliver.
Yeah.
And to them, it's their satisfaction's met, their needs are met, and for us, we just want to be able to give everybody what they want and what they order.
Yeah, and you want them to be happy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, that was a rapid fire question. I screwed that up.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now we're gonna get into we do like a rapid fire kind of, question and answer. I don't know where those came from though.
Okay, so you just
You could ask about book talk. That's your favorite.
Okay. Okay. Do you know anything about book talk?
I don't. What's the book talk? I don't.
So Will Cooley gave me the same face when I asked him. No, it's just TikTok, and it's just on they talk about books, but it became like a big thing, like hockey romance books.
Okay, so that's what you're talking about with this book guy.
Yeah.
I get it.
So hockey romance became this, I don't even know what to call it, phenomenon.
Yeah.
That's how she got into hockey.
I taught
Really?
myself through books. Yeah.
She
Wow.
read a hockey romance book, and all of a sudden was that.
I watched hockey one
Yeah.
time.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's how you got into
Read
it.
about it.
That's a cool way to do it.
And I taught myself like everything. If I know things, I just taught myself
Yeah.
in the book.
I was born into it. If I wasn't a Ranger fan, I was getting
Yeah.
exiled. So
Well,
that's basically.
and that's understandable.
But
My
book
dad
talk was-
learned his way too. My dad was
Yeah.
football and
Yeah.
just found his way into hockey.
No, my dad reffed. He was like,
So he was all in.
yeah, all into hockey.
I don't think it's like a tough sport. So like I don't really know anything about football, but like I don't think hockey's like terribly hard to understand.
Oh, to
Oh, like,
understand. I
no,
understand like
no.
the play, like you get
Every year,
smashed into a board. Like, I think that's all.
Yeah, there's definitely.
A guy
No.
shattered his jaw.
I don't even play sports, so
I have
no,
a
no.
rib sticking out.
No.
But no, it's not. There's not a lot of at
It's
least
not
getting into it. There's not. There's the basis of
It's
stuff, and then
easy,
as you
yeah.
every year there's different things that are being edited or changed throughout it. But for the most part, it's pretty
the basics.
pretty
Yeah,
standard
yeah,
stuff. Yeah. You know, me with football, and I don't really watch football religiously. I just some of the flags that get thrown, I don't get.
No.
You know, I know offsides, your pass interference, all that stuff, but I can never understand why pass interference if a guy throws a 60-yard bomb and the ball just goes right to where the ball is placed over there. Like to me, that's crazy. I'll never understand that.
Right.
But again,
It's in
each
the
his own,
script.
right? Like you
The only
ask
thing
my
I
husband,
really-
it's in the script.
The only thing I really understand about football is when the guy kicks the ball, and it has to go through the.
What don't you understand about it?
No, I
It's
said
the
that's
oval.
the only thing I
Oh. I'm like, what don't you understand? That's the only thing you get.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really care about
Read a football novel.
See, at least you
Read a
understand
football
sports though. My wife's family, we're not big into sports.
Yeah.
And I had to go through my wife's grandfather. Was a legend, an unbelievable man. Like talk about unique. That he has a beautiful piece of property in upstate. Just on a bunch of acres. He built a airplane hangar on it, a bridge to get onto his property.
Wow.
Like, he lives on an island. Like when my wife told me, I was like, okay, grandfather George Clooney. What's going on here? And you literally have to. He built his own man-made bridge to get onto it. And so when I was playing college hockey at the time of meeting him, I was like, okay, meeting him for the first time. I play college hockey. I'm in school. Like, he's gotta fall in love with me, right? And so when I had the privilege of shaking his hand, first thing I had on sweatpants, which was a big no-no.
Oh no.
Yep. And shook his hand. And he goes, "Why are you wearing sweats?" I was like, "Oh boy, here we go."
No.
What do you do? I was like, I'm going to school right now and I'm playing Division I college hockey at UMass. So he goes, "Yeah, what else do you do?"
Can you build a bridge?
I was like,
I
that's
can
all.
avoid
I said, that's all I got. So he was a big,
Oh, wow.
he was a big inspiration
Yeah.
to me from there on because I knew at that point, at some point, hockey was going to have to end, and what am I going to do?
Oh, yeah. True.
And he got me really big into working with my hands and creating
Oh,
things.
good.
Yeah. And my dad, not that my dad's very handy, but he just did not want me touching anything because of these.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knew I had something special,
See?
or he thought he did at the time,
Yeah.
and nobody could know the future. He goes, "Oh, I don't want you doing it." Because my brother, first time he picked up a hammer, he went right through a nail and had to get 7.
I wouldn't want you even doing anything.
So,
Yeah.
and then but her, so I was fortunate enough that my dad didn't let me do that.
Yes.
And now this brought me closer to my dad doing things with tools and everything,
Yeah.
and we enjoy spending time together. But my wife's grandfather was a big part of why I wanted to get into doing something other than a sport.
I love that. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into rapid fire.
Okay.
Best pizza on Staten Island.
Daninos.
Ooh, best bagels on Staten Island.
Hot bagels and shop on Arden Avenue.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really good.
Favorite player of all time.
Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. Most underrated player.
Jaromir Jagr.
I love him. I was just talking about him the other day. Shouldn't know who he was.
Well, you
You
know.
don't hear about him.
What
Still
else?
playing
He
pro.
was the 23 the other
32
day.
years.
Hardest shot you faced.
Literally.
Literally.
Probably a 92-mile-an-hour slap shot
To the face? Yep. NHL or being a girl dad, what's harder? But she's still young.
Yeah, she is still young, but she's the best thing to ever happen to me. So I'm gonna say NHL. I got the worst day. If she
We'll ask you in 16 years.
That was a good answer,
Yeah.
though.
Player you never want to fight.
Reeves.
Smelling salts, yay or nay?
Yay.
We gotta try them.
I wish I would have known. I had much in my truck.
I feel like I have something near my bed. I don't think it's as strong as that.
Smelling?
Yeah, it's like supposed to wake you up.
You
I
take
actually-
smelling salts, you're good.
You know
for
what?
a
I'm
few
gonna
hours.
text it to you, and you tell me what it is. I don't know.
What's smelling salts? I don't even have.
It's like from Amazon. I don't.
I don't even. What's the best chirp you've ever heard? Like this.
Oh, you a chirper? Did you chirp?
No, me. So I'm a big movie quoter, actually.
Okay.
So I could relate every conversation we have to a movie quote. And
Okay.
one of my really good friends, Ryan Monaco, could attest to that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really proper for
No, it's
podcasts,
alright.
but I'll tell
first
you
on
guys
it.
it. So I was playing with the Edmonton Oilers, and at the time, Joe Thornton was playing
Mhm.
with the San Jose Sharks. And when I was in the NHL, I had a massive beard. Well, so I thought.
Yes.
So I thought. I lined up against Joe Thornton at a face-off, wing to wing, and I tried like being friendly with him right off the bat, and I was like, "Hey, Jumbo, like, how do I get a beard like yours?" And full on, without any hesitation, he goes, "You got to grow some hair on your nuts first."
No. And this is the
Use my
conversation you're
language.
having.
Yeah.
No.
I
Oh my,
apologize.
no, we
Don't
love,
know.
we love that.
Probably the best,
That is
the best chirp I personally have.
And like you're really talking, like you're there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no,
and
you
then
by the
keep
time like the
going.
puck drops, yeah, and then hey, without any
Oh, what'd
hesitation,
you
he
say?
came right back. I couldn't help it. I was like, I'll have this story for the rest of my life.
Alyssa wants like a full mic'd up game.
Oh my
She
god,
wants
that's
to
all I
hear
want.
The whole game mic'd up.
That's all
It's
I want.
it's cool. I mean,
That's all I
I've been mic'd up a couple of times. There's actually a couple of clips on YouTube for one of my games mic'd up with Edmonton.
Oh, I know.
I got mic'd up my first night back from my ACL injury.
You played after your ACL injury.
Yeah, we did. There was a 12. It was supposed to be like a 10 or 12 month recovery, and we did it in 7.
Yeah, no, that's
Wow.
And we came back in the first. My first game back, my daughter got to come to. She was 1 month to the day.
Oh, that's
She got to be
nice.
in attendance, so it was
Aw.
special. But yeah, I played after it.
Oh, wow.
Skate on Staten Island potholes or bad ice.
Bad ice every day.
What's your favorite arena that you've played in?
Besides Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights.
We were just talking about that before. I said I didn't like it there.
So
I
the
think the arena wasn't bad. I just
No, you didn't like the whole
no one's understanding.
environment.
Yeah,
I understand.
It was
You
a
didn't like-
hockey game. I
So-
wasn't going to a Vegas show.
So
you know?
to try to paint a picture for people who've never been there. At the end of the day, hockey is a sport. It's entertainment. You buy a ticket, you go watch. You want to see different things in the game, goals, fights, whatever.
But
the
that's
case.
what I'm there for. Yeah.
Right. Vegas, what do you go to Vegas for? For shows, gambling, stuff like that, entertainment.
Mhm.
Vegas takes the little of the entertainment and puts it into their
Yeah.
atmosphere and
Yes.
environment, game in and game out.
That's awesome.
That's true.
So
I
it just brought it to life. And it's not for everybody. Man. It is a long process. Like for players,
I'm
some
just
players
not
don't
into
like
it.
Yeah.
because it's a long time waiting and your feet's getting cold and it's a long time
Yeah.
waiting around.
Oh, I can
But it
imagine
still
being a
gives you
player.
it
Yeah.
still gives you goose. Me,
Yeah.
it still gave goosebumps.
No, I'm sure it's a lot of fun.
Most used emoji on your phone. That's our end game always.
Honestly, probably the lock one, and I'll tell you why. Because every morning or every night, whether I'm home or on the road, I always send it over to my wife.
You're such a good husband.
I don't know. I try, but it sounds redundant, but that's probably
not.
between
Not
them. So, you know,
No.
This is what our whole
that's
life is about.
Honestly.
All these romantic books. See, you're like a good hockey romance. You should write a book.
No.
You told me you were such a good writing a book. You should write a book. You and your wife. It'll be
you
a
guys,
bestseller.
you guys
I know. I don't have to.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna hang out.
We're gonna have to have next.
Doesn't have to come on. We'll go to
We're trying to uproot our life from upstate New York down to New Jersey.
Yeah,
We're
Jersey,
we're trying to. We're in the middle of that process. Hasn't been easy.
And is this going to be it for you? You think this is your last and final move?
Yeah, knock on wood.
You hope.
That's the plan. That's after 20 times, this will be 21.
You rock.
I think this might be one.
Oh, whatever. Like,
Because with that luck, we'll probably have to move again.
sorry. Okay. Superstition now.
We're hoping that this
Okay,
is-
yeah, I hope so too.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on today.
Thank
This
you
is
guys.
were a lot of
Thank you
fun.
for having me.
Make sure you guys follow Prestige Merchandise on Instagram. We will link it everywhere. Again, thank you so much. Like, follow, subscribe, all of the things.
All the things, buy all his merchandise.
Yes. We will post all the stuff he made for us too. It's amazing. We love everything. We're not just saying that, we really
Yeah.
do.
Thank you guys. for
And he
having
has to really be sick of seeing our faces.
me.
Don't
No,
lie.
no.
Don't lie,
we
Joe.
enjoy-
I'm sick of
serious.
seeing
We
our
enjoy
faces.
we enjoy every minute of making our product, and I mean that.
Thank
I
you
love
guys.
that.
Make sure, again, like, follow, subscribe, and follow
Thanks
Prestige
for having me,
Merchandise.
guys.
And we'll be live.
Oh yeah, next week. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. we start our live shows.
She forgot.
And if you saw how this one went, gonna be a bumpy ride.
It'll be so much fun. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
That's why I'm scared.
Okay. Ciao.
Okay.